When Satoshi Nakamoto, the pseudonymous creator of the world's first cryptocurrency, created Bitcoin in 2008, he made sure that the total amount of Bitcoins was limited. In order to keep inflation under control, Nakamoto decided that only 21 million Bitcoin units will ever exist. 18.9 million Bitcoins have now been mined out of the total supply of 21 million, accounting for more than 90% of the cryptocurrency. A procedure known as Bitcoin mining is used to create new Bitcoin tokens. Bitcoin mining is using a computer's processing capacity to solve complex cryptographic mathematical riddles in order to verify and authenticate a block of transactions on the blockchain network. Miners compete to be the first to complete the problem. The first person to solve is rewarded with Bitcoin. In addition, every 4 years, Nakamoto created a scheme in which the incentives received by miners are half. In 2012, the mining process gave out 25 Bitcoins for every validated transaction, but after being reduced in 2016 and 2020, it now only gives out 6.25. Who was the founder of Bitcoin Core? Satoshi Nakamoto invented Bitcoin Core in late 2008, and it is the initial implementation of Bitcoin. Satoshi Nakamoto was the original maintainer of Bitcoin Core until he vanished in late 2010, and since then, a succession of other maintainers has taken over. The role of maintainer is given on a voluntary basis, and maintainers can be dismissed if they lose the community's trust. Who is responsible for the development of Bitcoin Core? Since Bitcoin's inception in 2009, the code has been entirely functional. However, there are defects to be fixed and upgrades to be incorporated, as with every software project. Many people are working to improve Bitcoin Core. These people are known as core developers, and there are no requirements for them. Being a core developer has no limits. The number of Bitcoin developers has exploded since Satoshi Nakamoto launched the first version of Bitcoin. Bitcoin Core has received contributions from over 750 people as of this writing. There is a lot of discussion regarding why Bitcoin founder Satoshi Nakamoto decided to limit the quantity of the cryptocurrency. Most people assume that this was his strategy for developing a hard electronic currency that would not be subject to inflation. Regardless of the reasons, additional serious issues arise, such as when will all Bitcoin be mined? What, moreover, will happen to Bitcoin miners if this occurs? In at least a few of ways, Bitcoin is analogous to gold. Its source code stipulates that it must have a finite quantity, implying that both Bitcoin and gold are finite resources.